Hey, this is Adam from Foxhound Bee Company. So we do a lot of different things in the store, and one of those things we do is we pour a lot of candles. So we just had some of these really awesome cans that a customer brought in. So what we've done for probably about 2 years now is we will fill just cans, old cans, with beeswax and put wicks in them, and occasionally customers will just bring in their own like custom cans that are like really awesome, and we'll just fill them with wax for them. But what we do, we kind of had to figure out a good system for this. So we just take Coke cans or beer cans, and we have to get this top off. So we use this tool. I actually saw this on Shark Tank. That's the first place I saw this, and it's called Draft Top, and it's made for cutting the tops off of cans nice and clean. We use this tool, and then we have wicks that are perfect for this. And then we have a little high temp silicone adhesive that we use. And then this is kind of key to doing a good job. And this is just a stainless steel reusable straw. So open this up all the way. You can see it's closed now, open now. So you open it up all the way, and then you put it on the very top, and then squeeze down. So I'm squeezing down, and then as I'm doing this, I'm twisting. But you have to make sure that you don't squeeze the can, because it takes a lot of pressure to do this. If you squeeze the can too much or from the middle, it'll like dent the can. So this should be scored. We'll see if it works. There we go. All right, so that is clean there, and the top is clean too. I'll show you again how we do this. So it's this little tool. It's called Draft Top. Put a link to it in the description. But you open up all the way, and this only works with like diameter cans of this size. So you just have to make sure that it's that size. So it's in there, and you can see it's kind of loose. And then I squeeze down. All right, so these are nice and smooth, and this was originally designed for just people to drink from it. So you can take the top off and just drink out of the can like it's a glass jar. Those are clean, so the next thing we'll do is we'll wick it, and then use the silicone with that, and then pour the wax into it. So,
and I'm going to stick it into the reusable straw, and it's just long enough that it sticks out the other end, which is important. And I'll show you why. Then I'm going to use this silicone Sil Bond.
So we'll buy this on Amazon, but we'll also get it like by the case directly from the company, but it's called RTV 4500 high strength silicone sealant. And this dries clear, which makes a big difference because we do clear candles sometimes. We don't want the red silicone to show through the bottom.
So I'm just squeezing out a little, and I'm wiping it on that tab. About that much is fine. Then I'm pinching here to sort of hold the wick as I put that down into the center of the can. Just kind of push and wiggle a little bit. And here's why having the wick a little longer is important. It's because now I'm going to push on that wick to pull the straw up. And now the wick is centered in the middle. So I'm going to do that again. Put this wick into the straw. Put a little bead of silicone on there. Now I'm gonna push that down in the middle of the can. Just wiggle a little bit. So you can see where it's squeezing out around it a little. Then I'm gonna push on that wick and pull the straw up. Now it's ready to pour. So I'm going to take it over to the counter where the wax is. And we use these little wick holder pieces just to keep things stable and keep the wick in the center. So I'm gonna just slide that in, set it up, and then do another one. These are ready to pour, and I can still adjust it after I pour it, but I try to get them centered to start with. And this is a pitcher full of hot wax. It's about, I can tell you it's exactly 149 degrees, which is perfect. Now I'm just going to pour that. Okay, for the other one. Then I'll just adjust it, make sure it's in the center, and I'll come back in a few minutes and use a heat gun just to melt anything on the top that's not smooth. So it's been a little while and it started to harden, and I'll take this off so you can see, and see how there's a little tunnel there. So I can fix that if I just use a heat gun, which is kind of like a super duper blow dryer, if you're not familiar with what that is. Move it around and melt the top, and see that's going to smooth that out. And I'll do the same thing on this one because it's got a little tunnel too, you can see. And I might have to come back and do it again. It just depends on how it ends up. Once these harden, what we'll do is clip the wick to a 1/2 inch, I think, and then we'll wrap it with, which we also use the heat gun on to shrink it. That keeps it clean and fresh for you, so when you buy it, you've got some nice smelling and clean beeswax. And let me show you all the other candles that we have. So this will go on the shelf here. Whoops. We've got lots of other kinds of candles that are molded. We have tapers here that are dipped in the wax, so these are hand dipped. And all of this comes from beeswax. It's 100% beeswax that the bees made, and it smells amazing.
All right, so if you want to see any of this stuff, we got this with more details and more candles, how long they burn, and we've done tests to figure out how long each one of these will burn, and based on the size of the wick and how much beeswax is in it. But you can check out all this on our website. It's foxhoundbeecompany.com, and we have lots of options.